we're playing against random this time. It's a little bit uncomfortable. It's a slight disadvantage playing against random because you, in particular, because you don't know whether or not you're playing Terran. Because if you're playing Terran, as I've discussed in some of my other videos, it's actually very important to go double gas.
Not enough minerals.
So you gotta.
Not enough minerals.
It's a little bit risky to play one racks expand, which I'm going to do. You could maybe do gas before racks as another alternative. But there's only a 1/3 chance that you're playing against Terran, and
additional supply depots required.
At this level, you can probably get away with it. But what I am going to do is go for an earlier scout.
Not enough minerals.
So normally I would send the SCV after the next one after this if I was going to scout.
What's going on?
So we want to find out basically who we're up against, and
SCV ready.
but I'm probably going to go into an immediate reactor. Okay, actually, I just unfortunately I just missed. I saw something red on the screen, and I just missed seeing who it was. So they're about to come in, more than likely. Okay, we're up against TOS. This is okay.
Bad news. SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
It's worth hotkeying. Okay, that's kind of nice.
Big job.
It's worth hotkeying SCV against Protoss.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what do we got here?
We hear you.
Okay,
Yep.
it's core before Nexus, which means
Command center upgrade complete.
it was very nice of him to not harass me
Not
actually with
enough
his probe.
minerals.
Go ahead.
Okay, there's still no Nexus. So what that means is he's probably saving money to build a couple
Add-on
of stalkers,
complete. Not enough
or something
minerals.
like that.
SCV ready.
So it pays in this scenario to build an earlier bunker.
Bad news.
Now I'm gonna lose my marine if I keep it there too long.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm tempted just to poke in just to see what else he's doing.
This better be good. I'm going.
It's double gas as well. Actually, it could, you know, it could be a void ray proxy.
SCV ready.
Because, yeah, okay. Let's go and have a look.
Armed and ready. Ah, you scared me.
Okay, yeah, we've got a proxy here.
SCV ready. Been waiting on you.
Okay, that's a
In the rear with the gear. Huh?
I've got to be a little bit careful I don't lose. The adept is coming, right?
SCV ready. Go, go, go.
I didn't get it, damn it. It's a shield battery.
Armed and gangway.
Okay.
Coming.
I probably shouldn't have lost it.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
So he still doesn't. I'm gonna actually just engineer bay block.
Gangway. Coming.
So what is that?
Add-on.
Yeah, it is void ray. Okay.
What's going on? I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay, I'm gonna need cyclone.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Would like a tank too. Okay, this is gonna be very difficult to hold.
Base is under attack.
Yeah. There's not much I can really do.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Armed and
Not enough minerals.
I'm actually gonna go
Not
for.
enough minerals.
this better be good.
Additional supply depots required. Additional.
Optics online.
Not enough
Okay,
minerals.
so control is gonna be really important here.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Not gonna get the repair off in time, am I?
What's going on? You ready? Been waiting. This better.
Additional. Not enough minerals.
You got coordinates or...
Man the ring.
Oh, I forgot to cancel the thing anyway. Okay, so he's only on one base, remember?
Bad
So
news.
and I'm gonna get the range upgrade.
Big job.
This is a very, very stressful
Additional
thing
supply
to play
depots.
against.
Who wants some?
Our SCVs are under attack.
SCVs. Okay, did I bring my SCV back by mistake? Okay, what else am I gonna need?
Base
Oh,
is under attack.
I'm still
Systems
supply
go.
blocked.
Cyclone ready for action.
Oh, I want mag field
Cyclone
accelerator
en
as
route.
well. That's very important.
This better be good.
Not enough minerals.
Huh?
Those supply box really hurts.
Base is under attack.
Transformation systems
Okay.
primed. Been waiting. Bad news. Man the rear.
Okay, we're gonna need mass Viking now.
Ready to plunder.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Good job. SCV ready. Right.
Our SCVs are under attack.
In for battle. SCV ready. Comms open. Gangway.
Add-on complete.
By the number. SCV ready.
Add-on.
You've got to use hold position.
Go ahead.
It's really important.
Ready to go. Want some? SCV ready. SCV ready. Want a piece of me, boy?
Research complete.
Ready to plunder. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Transformation systems primed. By the numbers. SCV ready.
This is so hard to play against, man.
Huh? Ah, I can't build here.
I like it.
Bad news. What's going on? SCV ready.
Oh, I didn't hold position.
Ready to roll out. This better be good. Go ahead.
Base is under attack.
Okay, it's pretty much over. So I'm a bit overrated. I'm a bit overrated at the moment. But you can see that, you know, I actually have an economic advantage. So if you can actually hold it for a while, you know, look, I had, you know, twice as many workers as he did, but I just wasn't able to hold it. It is very frustrating to play against. It feels like you know, you need so much more micro skill to defend it than you do to actually attack, and you don't even need to yeah, even if you scout it, it's difficult. So I did scout it. Okay, so we went up here. So I scouted it a little bit. I'm just trying to think about what I could have done. Really, I mean, the Marines were not there. See, I actually scouted this pretty early. But the adept, I could have, unfortunately I didn't get the probe. Yeah, it's actually ridiculous, like how fast you can get a void ray out, right? Like, I mean, it's at 3 minutes, right? It's 3 minutes. So I've had time to get like three Marines out. If I hadn't gone for reactor, it would be about 3 Marines as well. Or four Marines I've got out, and I haven't even had the chance to finish my factory, right? So it's a bit of a problem, a balance problem with the game when when you scout it, and there's pretty much nothing you can do to deny it. But yeah, like this is where you need a very high level of micro. So this is just free damage, and the thing is, like, it's hard to know how how I can defend this location and this location. I mean, if you're just trying to defend one base, it's a lot easier, of course. But I just don't have enough, especially because he also has an adept, right? Like, you just can't defend. I mean, one thing you could do, of course, is you could do a more defensive build where you just go double gas, such as what I've done with Terran, double gas into a faster factory, and that obviously anytime you go for 2 base and they're on 1 base, you're going to be struggling to defend. But this is particularly difficult. So I've got yeah, you need to use hold position so that your units don't rush in. Yeah, I was too slow on the bunker repair. That was an important mistake. That was an important mistake. But this stage, I was supply blocked for a while. Units lost. At this stage, it's actually not that bad, right? It's the army supply is equal. I'm 10 workers up. I've now got an engineering bay. So it was really micro mistakes from here. The tanks, also maybe I went for tanks a little bit early. Might have gone a little bit early. I also have to be, aware of the risk. He didn't do it, but he can actually come in here and hit my production as well. So, yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, and then the problem with the Tempest transition is it kind of makes Cyclones a lot less useful. But I should, yeah. The problem is it's really hard. They can just get free damage because they're not taking hull damage, right? In those cases, they're just coming in and taking shield damage. So you really have to have. Maybe what I needed to do is have more workers here just on auto repair, so they start repairing instantly. And I can afford to do that, right? So if we look at it now, it's 42 workers to 25, right? He's still okay. He has started a second base now. This is quite cheeky and clever, actually. So the clock is now ticking a bit. But the idea of getting tanks is if you can protect the tanks, you want to try to start to hit the infrastructure here. So I want to be pushing forward with more. Let's see, this is the lack of hold position. See, it just suicides in. Well, I didn't quite suicide in, but army supply is now in his favor. The resources lost is starting to significantly in his favor. Yeah, I'm not. See, that's a micro mistake. See, I lost one for free. I'm losing these Marines for free. You just can't afford to make that mistake. And what I needed to do as well, my own macro is not good. Look, I'm floating 1,000 minerals. Okay, so what I should be doing is building many more turrets at least. I should have, I didn't get stim up. I wasn't producing enough Marines. So like, but the problem is that you need to have a very high level of micro and macro well, which is beyond my current ability. So yeah, at this stage, it's sort of, it's fast. the point of no return, because he can just come in and pick off all my Vikings. So I can never get a critical mass. So at this stage, look at the resource lost. So yeah, frustrating, but that's StarCraft sometimes. Cheers.